Hey guys, welcome to AlltimeGaming. I'm Chris.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex. Now, snowball fights in GTA Online, fighting an evil snowman in Borderlands 2, or saving Santa from the Matrix in Saints Row 4. Yeah, they're fun, sure, but they're not all-out Christmas games, just DLCs or MMO events. What happened to actual Christmas games?
Well, after putting this list together, we think developers stopped making them because they were just too weird. Or shit. Anyway, here's our list of the most bizarre Christmas games ever made.
Right, so in at number 1, Days Before Christmas.
Days with a Z.
Daisy. Yeah, so surprisingly, Days Before Christmas isn't about Santa smoking it up shortly before his big day.
420 just blazing.
Yeah, 420 blazing. You see, an evil giant snowman has imprisoned all of Santa's elves and reindeer, so shit's about to go down as Mr. Claus goes up against giant rats, evil toys, etc. to save the holidays. Yeah, so how the fuck does he defeat them? He smashes them in the face with his bulging sack.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what the kids want this year.
Yeah, I mean, who knew teabagging was a thing back in like the early 90s?
Sack smack attack.
I knew it was a thing back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
It's how I was conceived.
Yeah. Anyway, aside from his sack attack, that's right, Santa could also turn into the imaginatively named Anti-Claus.
See what they did
there. Basically, an invincible, devil-like, evil Santa. And all he had to do to get there, down a cup of coffee.
You turned into a bit of an anti-Claus after a cup of coffee, Chris.
Go fuck yourself, Jamie. I'll kill you! You get nothing! So, if you fancy playing the Slice of Madness, then you'll need to take a trip to, either Germany or Australia. That's the only place the game actually got a release. Because of reasons and such.
Those reasons.
Yeah. Damn all those reasons.
At number 2, it's elf bowling.
Yes.
You see, Santa's elves have gone on strike, but instead of dealing with their elfy union, the jolly fat man decides to use them as bowling pins, as you do.
Fucking harsh.
That's,
And I've seen people stick bowling pins up their arse before, so it could get weird.
Wow.
Multiple distractions come your way. The elves moon you, which is always lovely. Question whether you've got the balls to hit them, and various animals get in your way too.
Sounds Christmassy.
Yeah.
It's super Christmassy. What perhaps is the most unbelievable part of this whole story is that elf bowling actually spawned a sequel.
What?
7 sequels.
7
actually.
sequels?
Seven sequels.
Mental.
You can't get enough in the first one just bowling elves. You need to play some more.
How much bowling can you possibly get done?
There's a lot of striking elves. That's apparently what you do is you bowl them. Anyway, strike that. What's more unbelievable is that there's an animated movie based on this game.
Jesus Christ.
And no, U-Bowl didn't direct it, but he may as well have done.
Wow. All right, Jamie.
Yes, go on, Jamie. Wait, that's me. Oh, we have fun. At number 3, it's Santa Claus Saves the Earth.
Go on, Santa.
Yeah, it's a good contender for one of the worst games ever made, let alone Christmas games. I mean, these graphics are retro even for a PS1 title. They look like those crappy pseudo 3D games you got at the end of the 16-bit era.
Oh, yeah.
I love those games.
No, you shouldn't. And the music, I'm pretty certain they've used on a loop at Guantanamo Bay as an enhanced interrogation technique. Anyway, I know you're all asking yourselves, what about the gameplay?
That's what I want to know.
Exactly. Well, let me tell you. You play as Santa who has been sucked through a portal by an evil fairy called Neelam who wants to cancel Christmas.
Bastard.
Exactly. Very Grinch tactics.
Why does he want to do that?
Well, because it brings too much happiness to the world.
We all know that's not true. It's the cost. It's too goddamn expensive, Christmas.
It is.
Cancel Christmas. I'm with this elf. Just give me my PlayStation 4 and some games. And fuck off, all of you.
Wow.
Well,
Good old Grinch there.
wow.
Yeah.
Neelam in the house.
Neelam's coming to
Do you
mine.
want to know how Father Christmas fought her off?
Yeah.
He armed himself with balls made of snow and his trusty sack,
Well,
just like Days Before Christmas.
Yeah, all the second balls. What the fuck?
In this, Santa battles cavemen, he battles elephants, he battles critters, and also you as the player battle one of the worst platforming mechanics in history. Seriously, it is worse than any of the 8-bit platformers I've ever played.
Wow.
If it was a choice between playing this and cancelling Christmas, all I'll say is I guess I'm probably an evil fairy too. I didn't think I'd be saying that today.
You guys need some Christmas cheer in your lives.
Hit us up with some Christmas. Make me feel festive, Chris.
You know what's going to make you feel festive?
What?
Number 4 on our list, Snow Bros.
Ah,
Yeah.
that does sound festive.
That's right. I mean, do you guys like Bubble Bobble? You ever played Bubble Bobble?
Love Bubble Bobble.
Yeah, well, this is essentially Bubble Bobble does Christmas with snow. Perfect. You play as a snowman, and if you're lucky enough to have a friend, 2 snowmen, 1 screen, right?
Grim.
Yeah, 2 snowmen, 1 screen co-op mode. That's basically what gets thrown at you. And speaking of throwing, you basically throw snowballs at bad guys, turn them into giant snowballs, and you kick those snowballs into other bad guys. They get sucked into the snowball, and then they all die in the end. Right, and of course, you have your odd boss battle and a power-up to collect here and there along the way, plus a giant invincible pumpkin that pukes out invincible ghosts if you don't complete the level fast enough.
That sounds unfair.
It is fair, don't take your time, just fucking get on with it.
Guess so.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good fun, and even better news, you can get this on your iPhone. Used to be on the NES, now on the iPhone. Technology.
And the height of technology,
Yeah.
ZX Spectrum. At number 5, it's Santa's Xmas Capers.
Not Christmas. Xmas.
Xmas, not Christmas. There's no space for the Christ. It's X.
There's no space for Chris and anything.
Thanks, man.
Now, if I was going to be generous, I'd say this might be one of the world's best side-scrolling Santa shooters, where you fly a sled and shoot down a ton of Christmas-themed enemies and objects.
Right, okay.
But of course, in reality, it's pretty much the only side-scrolling Santa shooter where you shoot things down.
Right, okay, but if it's the only, then it's the best, right?
Then it's the best.
Simultaneously the best and the worst.
The best and the worst, and all the ones in the middle as well.
Unless there's a reason there weren't any others.
This one was too good.
Ah, they didn't want to compete.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Can't compete. For a bit of backstory, Santa's had some Christmas pudding. That standard has been spiked with drugs. Hopefully some LSD or something fun like that.
Is that a proper thing?
That's a proper thing.
Wow.
I had Christmas dinner last year in a crack house. That happened to me.
That's how it goes down in some people's Christmases. So while Mr. Claus is tripping balls, you've got to step in and fly the sled so that all the kids can get their toys for Christmas.
Oh, gross.
Mercifully, there are only 3 levels where you get to shoot down plungers, crackers, sweets, and beach balls. All very Christmassy things. Plungers, Christmassy,
Beach balls?
all of which have been brought to life by hippie pixies, those same evil hippie pixies who drug Santa.
Wow.
How can you get any more Christmas themed than that?
Well, this next one isn't Christmas themed in the sense that Santa and Rudolph are involved. At number 6, it's Snatcher, which is set around Christmas time. Okay. I think personally this qualifies as a Christmas game in the same way that Die Hard qualifies as a Christmas movie.
Greatest Christmas movie ever.
And anyone that argues against it can yippee-ki-yay motherfuck off.
Welcome to the party, pal.
First thing that Snatch has going for it is easily the best game on this list. I mean, it's not saying much, but hey, it managed it. And it was created by Metal Gear Solid's and Metal Gear's Hideo Kojima.
Ah, right.
So Snatcher is a steampunk adventure set in a future dystopia where bionic robots are killing humans and taking their place in society. Pretty standard for a Christmas game. The critics adored it, and it's easy to see why. I mean, this is a truly immersive story with fully fleshed out characters, and it plays kind of like an interactive graphic novel rather than a straight up first-person action adventure. You're essentially out to investigate how these bioroids are taking over, and while your character might not be called Deckard, it kinda seems like an unofficial Blade Runner game to me. To emphasise the Christmas theme, while you're talking to people about and trying to find out what's going on, you talk to a guy dressed up as Father Christmas so he can hide himself from the bioroids.
So it does get a bit Christmassy.
It gets a little bit festive. It's certainly not the most festive game on the list. It doesn't compete with a fucking Santa on LSD. Although I think I'll gloss over the whole thing where you walk in on your former partner's 14-year-old daughter in the shower.
What?
I'm in. I'm playing it.
It's Kojima.
It's Kojima. It's Japanese. Well, guys, that's our list of the 6, I guess, weirdest Christmas games.
Merry
bizarre.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Are there any games that kind of stand out for you that are Christmassy or that you always play during Christmas?
And are you fed up and tired of Christmas-themed DLC, and do you want a proper Christmas game? Let us know.
Right, guys. Well, here's a logical step. It's Christmas time. Star Wars is coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh. So instead of 6 Christmas games, let's have a look at 6 Star Wars games on your screen right now. Go
Click
check
it.
it out.
Click
Our
it.
favourites. Not necessarily your favourites, our favourites.
Yeah, so you can just relax with all your, Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, it's a good game. It's not our favourite game. Anyway, we digress. It's on the screen right now. Check it out. Knights of the Old Republic isn't on there, but some crackers of games are in there anyway. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a Merry Christmas.
Have an awesome Christmas,
If
guys.
there is a next time.
See ya.
There will be.
I am having Christmas in a crack den yet again. Who knows if I'll make it back.
Bye-bye.
See ya.